Norse were aggressive. Legion. We got key players. Snow Troll.
Yes, welcome everybody. CHASEJJ here. We have week 5 MML action here in the toughest play pool in the whole MML. This is the first 4 in the Iron League. Going hard, Plague Inc. facing off against the Solus Savers. Plague Inc. is a Nurgle team coached by RandTheMad, and CHASEJJ is heading the Solus Savers. Both of these coaches, big veterans here in the MML, very respected. Despite all the jokes we constantly make against each other, both coaches are very respected here, and this should be a treat. The ball is kicked off by the Nurgle. Again, that brilliant coaching I talked about is going to result in less mistakes for Plague Inc. as the ball is kicked near the Norse's star player, Han Yolo, and would have been a very bad start for the Norse, but fortunately, Scalabera got in the weight room a little extra this week and prevented what would have been a shit block. And the Norse hitting these Rotters on the line, and we've got our first removal. Jack the Morbid knocked out with a solid Mike Tyson-esque blow from who I believe, it was Kelvin. Kelvin is the team's one of the team's most violent players, inflicting a lot of casualties. The Yeti Crom Dragon Gaze going after Lord Decay II, knocks him to the ground, but the claw is ineffective, does not break the armor. Yolo moves up with the ball, and now there's going to be a Norse cage in full effect. Let's see if there are. See what the inducements are looking like. There's a bribe for the Nurgle. So it looks like also the Nurgle have a stronger following, more fans here in the building today, so that's going to help them out, the fame in their favor. Norse already came in with only 2 rerolls, so only down to 1. They're extra. Oh, and look at this. The skulls are in full effect. Again, that would have been Sick Jagger failing miserably to hit Galt, but it does result in a knockdown because he did some heavy bag work this week. And here comes this grotesque, nasty son of a bitch, the guy they call the Unclean One, this thing they call the Unclean One. Blodge, guard, stand firm. This guy is an asshole. He is rumored to be Jabba the Hutt's cousin or descendant, right? Because Star Wars happened in a galaxy far, far away, and Warhammer universe is in the future. So, Crom Dragon Gaze does not like being marked and tells Lord Decay II to get back. But he is ineffective. The Yeti not doing work, but his teammates trying to make up for it. Craven Dullison with a nasty punch, and it looks like we're going to set up a cage here on the left. The Norse are. Yolo already within scoring range, believe it or not. This man can fly. Again, former farm member. He became, had a little fame going as a standout on the Norse Awakens team that I coached in the farm, and Solus Savers wanted to call up, and I let him go. And he's doing big things here. I had to let that bird fly. Oh. So, Ram Man actually breaking loose of the stupid tentacles, but then trips and falls to the ground, which is going to free up the Unclean One probably to put a body on now. 2 Norsemen at a time. He's going to come over and stand over Ram Man and do nasty, nurgly things with his stupid tentacles. What's gross is right now, if you look real close here at the Unclean One, he is kind of draping his tentacle across the limp body of Ram Man, who's just laying there trying to get up, but now the Unclean One just laid his tentacle on him. It's like date rape. Oh, a nasty hit to the Yeti, and Crom Dragon Gaze is going to leave the pitch for the moment. This is his second match in a row that's not going very well for him. I want to shout out in the audience to see V-Power V drinking some Bloodweiser and enjoying the match down there, surrounded by beautiful women. Nice to see you, V. And we're going to have Crying Dollison come up and start marking, and it looks like Lord Disease is going to be the subject of some hate and discontent, and Kelvin is going to be effective as he comes with that nasty left hook. Is he going to pile on? Of course he's going to pile on. There's the flying elbow, and Lord Disease is going to be knocked out of the match for the time being. YOLO moves up, and they are going to be unable to shield him from getting hit. So it's really going to be up to Scalabera to provide the assist. And, oh, Ram Man is going to take a shot at the unclean one as the three Norsemen are over there now. 2 shots at the unclean one, unable to take him down because he's gross and disgusting. And an attempted dodge fails, another attempted dodge fails, and he's over there continuing to molest 3 Norsemen in their mankinis. Some would say they're asking for it because of what they're wearing. It's probably a bad joke, but I couldn't help it. Sorry. V, weren't you a member of the 4 Horsemen? Are you playing Nurgle this season? I'm not sure. But, Cormacragrumer is going to take a hit from Sick Jagger. It's going to be ineffective. He just gets pushed back. And here come the Pestigores to try to lock up the situation. But I think they may just be, nope, they're not going to give him, yeah, they're giving him the touchdown too. So Rand is saying, you know what, I can't stop you. Go ahead. I can make this, I could just make this so if you try to stall another turn, it's going to hurt. And Calvin catches a nasty foul. He is injured, and he's going to be badly hurt, and he's done for the match. Man, so this is 2 matches in a row where the 2 biggest killers on the side of the Nurgle, on the side of the Norse are gone at the very start of the game. We might see the Yeti back. This happened at the last game too. Oh, and Chickenpox is going to get rocked by Matter Magnus Isaac. That would be yet another movement down on him. Actually, I don't think he could take another movement down, but he regenerates anyway, so it doesn't matter. And a little patty cake there between Gonorrhea and Scalabera. And Cormacragrumer is going to take another shot at Gonorrhea, and Rhea's going to go down. Gano is cousins with Daya, with his cousin Daya. I'm not sure. He's been rumored to play Blood Bowl a little bit. I don't know if Rand is employing him. YOLO's seen enough. He's going to take his Mankini and runs into the end zone, spikes the ball, and does this lewd and lascivious dance. What is he doing with his hips? The ladies love it. A lot of the fellas are not appreciating it, though. In his defense, I'll say at least he manscaped. So, V, yes, so V's running a Nurgle team. What's the name of your Nurgle team again? I'm sorry. I should know this. The 4 Horsemen have been around for a while, since Bernie Buffon rallied them to become a thing. People in the league were polarized about it one way or the other. They either hate him or they love him. Unless you're me, I'm cool with him. I'm not a huge Horseman fan, but I'm cool with him. I don't mind them in the league. More power to them, doing their thing. I like the camaraderie. And now for the viewer's pleasure, I'm going to switch the camera. I'm going to see it from the home team's perspective as the Nurgle force a Norse score within 4 turns. And now they're going to attempt to run downfield and do some Rand Dice type of stuff. And if you're not familiar with Rand Dice, they have not really made a huge appearance so far, but we will see. They tend to show up. The phenomenon called Rand Dice tends to occur whenever Rand is in a tight situation. And you're going to see Nurgle nanigans happen here. Ball is kicked off. And as the ball's kicked off, Plague is ready for this. The Randanigan's ready to begin, and his team is completely and totally all about it, ready to go, and they jump off the ball super fast. Ball lands in the vicinity of the very fast, and I think leading scorer for the play pool, Gishnagorts. Ooh, little patty cake action going there. The Norse are not going to be pushed around. Not even... They can't get them down so far. These linemen taking a bunch of hits until the disgusting son of a bitch, the unclean one, gets involved. And look at that. He literally shoved his tentacle into the butthole of that poor Norseman, who is now on the side, done for the game. You can't come back and play after you've just been violated in that fashion. The unclean one is a nasty, disgusting son of a bitch. And he's over here just violating people left and right. Somebody needs to kill him. I was hoping it would be the Norse, but they've already lost their two biggest killers so far into the match. And by the way, again, that Yeti just doing what he did last week, laying there on the side like he doesn't want a part of this. Has he seen his own death in dreams? I don't know what's going on. Now you got these Cormac Grimmer still standing up, and Uverg still locked up with the Nurgle Warriors. That's what he does, V. He's unclean and disgusting. And oh, Scalabera's gonna come over and give Beersrot Gut Pestigore the business, but he comes back from the dead. These Nurgle will keep regenerating, and that's got to be a little frustrating for Chase, who I used to call the MML Ghoul, because he loves hurting things and asking about who's hurt. Chase doesn't even ask who won matches. Chase asks who's badly hurt, who's the permanent injuries. That's what he loves. And if it wasn't for the regen, the Norse would be winning the attrition battle, but unfortunately for the Norse, there are no Nurgle permanently gone from the match yet. Ooh, little patty cake action at first, but again, Lord Decay did some extra training this week, worked that speed bag, and he's able to get that block and push back Ulverig instead of patty caking with him. It's just too much. Ulverig pushed back. And, fortunately for the Norse, however, the Nurgles still have the people off of the pitch for the meantime, even if they do come back. So they're unable to spread out like Rand loves to do. Thanks, V. I like you. I love you in the audience, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the compliment. And exciting games like this, they're just fun to call. And we're going to have, Matter Magnus pissed off that Kelvin has been removed. He goes after the unclean one, and the unclean one surprised as he catches a nasty hook, hits him in the jaw, or whatever that disgusting mound of slimy, whatever it is. And Matter Magnus managed to hit a hard spot, I guess, and turn the unclean one's head like a little swivel. The unclean one is off the pitch, and that completely changes things. Some wonder what Rand is without that disgusting beast of Nurgle. And now we'll see if Rand can play without that disgusting piece that gives him a sick advantage over most teams. He's gonna be pissed when he hears this. Some might say the only reason Rand wins is because he has that Strength 6 Blodge guard. Stand firm, beast of Nurgle, who barely ever goes stupid. And look at that. Ooh. Please Stop Dying is going to take a stand. And the Norse are going to put to the test whether his name is going to hold. And it does for the moment. I see Matter Magnus over here, though, looking pissed off, like he wants to do something about it. But first, Galt is going to run out. Galt is really big. Galt is a workhorse for this team. Really. He's that guy that just, when everybody else isn't doing their job, Galt will put the team on his back just like a straight-up workhorse. Matter Magnus kind of holds back and doesn't hit anybody. The blitz is going to come from Ram Man, who's going to go after Lord Decay the second. Ooh, oh, and the foul appearance kicks in! Oh, Chase is throwing his clipboard, and Galt gets knocked. Galt is over there yelling at his teammate, saying, just hit him. Ram-Man saying, "Buddy stinks. He stinks so bad. I can't hit him." And while Ram-Man has his head turned, yelling at his teammate, he gets punched out. Oh, and he's done for the match. That was a nasty, nasty hit, and that is a big loss to the Norse. What looked like a big tactical mistake from Rand ends up now in his favor, as the Norse are unable to take advantage of what looked like an easy surf that Rand just left open. But bailed out again by the dice. And now the Nurgle are back in the driver's seat. And look at this. Look at this guy, man. Just sitting out there in the open, potatoing, taking GFIs, and do the Rand dice giveaway? Nah. Nuffle just wants to make it look like Rand failed something, but the reroll's going to kick in. And YOLO is not having it. YOLO's going to put a body on him. He's going to run back there. And unable to break the tackle. Oh, God. Rand dice are in full effect. I promised you Rand dice, and that's exactly what's happening here. YOLO pushed back easily by Gish Nagorz, who lowers his Rams and pushes them backward. And the Rand dice score 1-0 as Rand is over there drinking a Bloodweiser and talking to waitresses, trying to get half off his meal, and turns around and says, "Oh, we scored? That's good. That's good. Don't worry. The dice took care of it, Rand." Oh, I hate this team so much. I can't even be unbiased when I watch. I hate Plague Inc. It's official. I hate Plague Inc. much more than the Misfits. They're the worst. I want to wipe all of them off the face of the planet. Chase is just beside himself. Fortunately, though, the unclean one doesn't get up. Again, I just want to stress this: how crazy that was. This is typical. You back Rand into a corner, and shit just works out for him. Unbelievable. And now they're going to get the ball back, but no unclean one. No unclean one, but do they have the numbers still? The knockout stayed down. There's a riot. The fans are just as pissed off as I am. They storm the field. Then the Nurgle fans storm the field. By the time the refs pull them apart, a turn has passed, and the refs are not giving that time back. Lord Disease knocking back Crane Dolison. Chickenpox is going to run up and mark Crane Dolison. They don't want that guard going anywhere. Ulfreveg is now surrounded as well. And it looks like the Nurgle are just overwhelming the Norse with their strength. They haven't broken armor, notably. Again, Randice isn't a continuous thing. Randice show up just when he really needs them, at the key moments. So I will note that the AV7 hasn't broken, which is really good for the Norse. But now they're just getting overwhelmed at this point with strength and numbers, and maybe tactical mistake for Chase to leave back all his men, because Rand's going to do stuff like this. The ref not even looking over in the direction of Phrasis the Weak. Racist, of course, is short for fucking racist. A nickname he got from his teammates because he's straight up fucking racist. And there's Crom Dragon Gaze doing nothing. Just a Yeti that started off the season doing some nice things, some good things, a little bit feared. He had some decent inflicted removals early in the first couple games in the season. Just been the last couple of games, just been kind of absent and ineffective, and it's got to be frustrating, Chase, because he is highly paid, and he's really not justifying his salary very much right now. And the kick back here. Please Stop Dying is still in contact here. Walker Grimmer and the Nurgle going to keep trying to give it to the Norse. The Mankinis are holding tight. I think Chase may have slipped some metal into those crotch areas during halftime. Probably did it himself. He slipped it in there himself for protection. You know, he wants to make sure it's in there right. So Chase is a hands-on kind of guy. And please stop dying. Unable, just really sloppy with his swing. Easily dodged by Cormac, who then turns around, counter punches, knocks him to the ground. And here comes Matter Magnus Isaac. It looks like Rand has miscalculated Matter Magnus's ability to cover ground. And the ball knocked loose. Gishnagor is stunned. And the bounce right in between all of the Nurgle players. Just as one would expect. Not easily recoverable. But Randman gets up from the ground, unable to knock away Lord Disease. So again, bad positioning, one would say, by Rand. However, he does not necessarily pay the price. And everybody right now is all locked up, which is not going to look good for the AV7 Norris. There's a stun as the Mankini is finally broken, but no, Ulfverberg protects his crotch. And the Nurgle unable to kick through it. Ooh, Matter Magnus is going to stay on his feet, and that's dangerous. Another hit. That's just going to be a push. Uh-oh. Nurgle not doing the damage that Rand would have hoped for them to do. Let's not forget, Chickenpox, as slow as he is, can pick up a ball. Basically, he's really good at grabbing balls, and he grabs that ball pretty easily. And no more hits. Rand's just going to rely on the Nurgle ability to protect each other. Another push. There's a lot of pushing going on. This is like shoving. It's like a girl fight.
Oh, you shut up. Oh, you shut up.
Oh, that's a man hit right there. Crane Dolofsson knocks Beer's Grot Gut down to the ground and stuns him. And Matter Magnus is going to come back in and take another shot at the ball carrier. Successful again. Chickenpox hit the ball back, bounces back toward Matter Magnus, and now this scatter is a little bit better. Kron Dragon Gaze, now that his teammates have done the brunt of the work, decides to get into the mix. Uh-oh. Failed pick up all that disturbing presence. Scalabear's head has to be swimming with how stinky it is in that scrum over there. Just Nurgle ass all over the place. Rotting ass is what it smells like. The ball this time does not bounce favorably to the Nurgle. Not real favorably. Oh, that disturbing presence is a thing again. The Norse just can't get their hands on the ball. Their nostrils just afire with that disgusting rotten ass stench. And the ball falling back behind the Norse. Are we seeing an end to the run of Rand dice that have been keeping Rand in the game so far? Oh, a little patty cake there. Urfelberg stands strong, but Gonorrhea able to dodge away, place himself by the ball. Are we going to be... okay. I thought they were going to load up on Matter Magnus and foul him, but they do not. And look at that. The Rand dice are done. Rand trying to pull one of his signature one dice with a non-block guy on a block guy. Ends up in a turnover. And, oh, Grom Dragon Gaze trying to blitz the ball free, unable to do it. So YOLO says, screw it, I'll do it myself. Takes the ball, goes over by Crom, and oh, the extra step dodges possibly too much. That tail jumps in, and oh, it looks like Rand may still be in it, despite leaving his ball carrier open so many times. Ooh. Cormac goes, and the Norse now starting to look overwhelmed. This could be really bad. This is a situation Chase did not want to be in. The Nurgle are wrapping themselves around the Norse like a boa constrictor. Yeah, V, I don't know how this one's going to turn out. Oh, I'm starting to get an idea, though. Hrafn knocked back and stunned, and Matter Magnus's armor is broken. Man, that was a foot to the chest, and it's looking bad for the Nurgle. And surprise, surprise, look who's back with the ball again and sitting in a pretty position. Another easy dodge by Arader. And a foul. And the ref finally says something. Enough is enough, but Rand bribes him. Oh, man. Rand walks over there, starts talking with the ref, puts his arm around him, talks something about half off, and the ref is on his team all of a sudden. Oh, that's gross. Dragon Gaze comes over, puts a body on the ball carrier, really just putting himself in a dangerous predicament, though. Some of the fans right now pulling up surfboards in the audience and pumping them in the air. This is not looking good for the Norse at this point. There's going to have to be some fuckery happening here. Chase very capable. Rand is not the only one capable of fuckery playing in this match. Chase also with the ability to do some fuckery when he needs it. But, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 Nurgle. Oh, and look at that! See what I'm talking about? There's the fuckery. And maybe that's the answer. Oh! Oh! So Chase says, screw it! You want to screw around with the dice? I got some Rand dice for you. Ram Man decides to take matters into his own hands. Been quiet most of the match. And it's Chase dice now a thing. Because the Rand dice are coming up weak. Whoa! Oh, you got to see. Rand looks visibly frustrated. He's been going on and on about the power of the Rand dice, but not even the Rand dice can bail him out at this point. Here we go. A shot from Gishnagor's, unable to take Ram Man down at all. This is a problem. Bernie said he tuned in to see some crazy shit, and normally we thought that would be Rand, but it's Chase. Chase with the fuckery today. Will it be enough? Oh, here comes that nasty tail. So here comes Lord Disease with his tail stroking and already caressing Ram Man's butt with his tail. Ram Man not sure if he likes it. Is he going to stay and keep receiving tail caresses on the butt? Or is he going to make a break successfully for that through that end zone? And look at this. Look at this. Beer's Rot Gut, maybe a rookie or a recent addition, is downfield. Are we going to see some Rand nanigans happen here? Rand just putting all this shit in the way of Crom Dragon Gaze. And there's two options now. Two scoring options. What is Chase going to do? Crom, first of all, is going to take Sick Jagger, push him back. And then, yep. People forget how strong Ram Man is. And, you know, the people in the audience, the fans are saying, we're talking about the possibilities of Ram Man dodging places. Ram Man's not going to dodge anywhere. Ram Man's going to punch a hole through. He'll dodge too, but it won't be through people. He's gonna take Gishnagor, cast him to the side. Uh-oh, wait a minute. He's not going to have to dodge. He pushes him backward, almost just meticulously, deliberately knocks Gishnagor to the ground. And is he just going to trot into the end zone? He is! Chase Nanigans, better than Rand Nanigans so far. Unless we're going to see some Super bullshit one turn by Rand, but I don't even think that he, as much as Rand, to give him credit, the Rand dice are very frustrating, but you have to be able to at least envision the bullshit that's going to happen before you put it into place. So, Rand is really good at envisioning that crazy, disgusting play that shouldn't work, but does. Will Rand be able to turn this around and maybe tie it up with one turn? Are we going to see a Nurgle one turn? Or are the crowd going to run out onto the field and delay things? Bernie Buffon in the crowd, tearing up what looks like a Goblin gambling ticket in frustration. His predicted score didn't work. But yeah, Bernie, so that's what I was saying is the Nurgle are over there, and that's you see this guy right here dead. The Rotter just turning to the to his audience and asking the fans, trying to get them riled up. He's calling for a riot. He wants the fans to storm the field. V-Power V on his Twerper account saying that was a solid 2-1 for Rand until that BS. But let's not forget all the BS that happened in the other direction before that one. I don't feel bad. I like seeing Plague Inc. get a taste of their own medicine on the bullshit. V-Power V picking the right score this week for Goblin Gambling, but not the right winner. And yeah, it looks like the Nurgle are going to try the one turn, and they do have a movement 8 Pestigore, have a very fast Pestigore, and he's skilled at dodging. Crazy shit can happen. First of all, the ball kicked way too high. The wind takes it, and it allows Beers Rotgut to get under it. Catches it. Oh, this is gross. Oh, no. And Rand gets the dice he doesn't want. That's a POW, and that's going to put an end to the one turn. And, folks, this is game, set, match. Plague Inc. is going to lose and drop to 3-0-2. And the Solar Sabres, I think, will be the team that goes into first place. These two are, I believe, are the top two teams in the play pool, facing off against each other. It's week 5. Yes, that is correct. Later tonight, by the way, in this play pool, look out for one of the oldest rivalries in the MML, and that is the Hopeless Necromantics, my Hopeless Necromantics, going against the Magrita Misfits. I think we're at Magrita tonight. I don't know who will be twitching it. I would like to see Rand twitch it, and then also keep talking shit about my team the way I talk shit about his. Because it's only fair. I love Rand, but he is infuriating to play against, so I cheer for his demise. I'm not going to save this replay, but look at this. 10 armor breaks for Plague Inc., but they made them count. Solar Sabres, however, in the end with the bullshit, just some kind of insane inspired play by Ram Man. I'd like to think that Rand was pissed when that happened, as I get when Rand pulls bullshit like this against me. Look at this. A bunch of, some decent SPP from people. Plague Inc. with most of the ball possession, but Solar Sabres weren't dicking around. They got the ball, they pushed it down, and then got YOLO in that end zone as fast as possible and just tried to mix things up on the other side. I think it was the key to the match is really the unclean one getting knocked out and then not getting back up. That really, really hurt the Nurgle. Again, which goes to my theory that without that unclean one, Rand becomes not as successful. And I think that's been the key to his big success lately in the last couple of seasons. Thanks, V. I'm definitely biased. I'm definitely fucking with him. If he's listening, hopefully he's getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Because I'm just talking shit to rile him up. In reality, though, both coaches, excellent job. Rand's a good coach. There he is. No. Wait. Not being able to knock him down ever. 3 KOs and 2 injuries says otherwise. So actually, yeah, especially with only 10 armor breaks to the 15. 10 armor breaks and half of them were removals. So not hearing that. But in any case, again, I love hating on Rand, but he knows I love him. Let's go out, let's get half off a meal somewhere with a hot stripper or waitress. Actually, let's go eat at the strip club, get half off at the strip club. Best of both worlds. Let's do it, Rand. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been MML Action here. Week 5, F4. That's the first 4, best 4 in the Iron League. This play pool is lit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And yeah, it's again, I get a little more loose with the words and the language than the MML would normally like, because I'm a renegade. But thanks for tuning in, and hopefully, again, somebody will Twitch Hopeless Necromantics going at the Magrita Misfits today. I think we're at Magrita, if I remember correctly. All right. See y'all around. MMLPro.com if you want more information about this league. And also, if you like hearing me talk shit, man, I got a podcast. It's called Live from the Man Cave. It's on all podcast apps, iTunes. You can find it livemancave.com directly. We even got a Discord server. You can find the link to it on livemancave.com. So join the fun. All right. I'll join later.